Maat 923 is dedicated to the tribe of Levi. It's a Hebrew tribe. You know, there's a way the destroyer can sacrifice just a minor population, minor number of his population in order to destroy your entire population. The Chinese in history once threatened the one that wanted to forge a war of aggression against them. You know, the population of the Chinese runs in billions. And they said, we are ready to sacrifice 100 million of our people in order to destroy your entire population. It's a strong statement. In order to be able to confuse the whole world, a tiny population can be sacrificed in order to confuse and destroy the whole world. March 923rd is as an awakening to our people, to you viewer from all over the world. A dedication to our Levi, that you don't have to live your life a lie. Yes, you are called a priest. Do you have it in you to continue to teach the world with the truth and with enlightenment? Do you have it in your world to continue to share that kindness, that compassion, that charity, that truth with the whole world? March 923. If your eyes is not open, you cannot be able to see the warfare in the dark places, the figureheads behind the Holy of Holies, covering the destroyer, so that you cannot be able to see the destroyer and what it's doing to your resources, to your people, to your own children, to your unborn. You don't have to live your life a lie, you know. I am here, coachEmen, LTB Live Premier member number 1. Thank you to the Levites. Are you doing your work very well? If you're doing your work very well, thank you. And to my people, you have to look very well with the inner eyes. Is it every gift that you have to accept? Is it every guest that you have to accept? Some guests will leave and they will rob you and they will leave you empty and dry. Some guests will come and they will devastate your land, pollute your land, make your land to stink, make your life to stink. But you had all the welcome for them. You had all. They asked for milk. They asked for water and you gave them milk. Very, very careful. It's not every gift. It's not every guest. Yes, we are kind to strangers. We are told to be kind to strangers, but be very, very careful. Some guests will come into your life and they will not leave you better off. They will leave you wounded forever and ever. They will leave you confused forever and ever. They will leave you divided forever and ever. And you're wondering, whose voice are you hearing? This is LTB Life Premier member. It's a mastery. Mastery of life. Mastery touch. There's a way we disseminate light. There's a way we plant that light here. And it lives forever and ever. This is dedicated to our Levites. Our priest class. If you don't say it here, if you don't put it here, who will put it here? My heart 923. But be very, very careful. If you find yourself in that very category, it is in your bloodline to be a Levi. Can you be able to know that very line? That demarcation between living a life of illusion and living a life of reality. That demarcation between living in delusion and living a life filled with action. We love you. We appreciate your role and your work. And our presence here today is to open the eyes of our own people to begin to see clearly what the priest class look like, who the priest class look like, what the good priest class looks like. Without the inner eyes being open, how can you be able to know? You don't have to live your life a lie. You have to live in reality. It shall be well with us. The reason why you came here today, the reason why the LTB Life Premier member that sent you this very video brought you here today is just so that you can be able to see the forces behind the scene that is against you, and not follow them to continue to live a lie. All thanks to the Levi. Are they trying to give you religion, or are they trying to give you reality? With the exercises that you go through here, you will see ways to continue to live in reality, to be in touch with reality. And what we call reality is to live in a world of fairness and equity. A world that you touch everyone around you, that comes in contact with around you with kindness, with charity, with mercy. A world where you don't, your association with any man will not leave them empty and dried. A world where your hand, your word upon the heart of every man is healing. And that is where you are. If that is what you have been praying for, if that is what you have been asking for, you are at the right place. Follow successful people at YouTube, you will become successful. Do what they are doing, and you too will rise up as the sun above. Great mentors would have a way of guiding you carefully until you begin to shine as the stars above. But you must start now. It's a link that is provided right here below this very video, or at the end of this very video. Download your own LTB Light Antidote Kit. Begin to say no to the power of the destroyer. Any disguise that is coming as to make you live your life a lie, in illusion and in delusions, you can be able to see it with the inner eyes and say stop to it. Download your own ATB Light Antidote Kit and say no to the power of the destroyer. Download your own ATB Light Wealth Building Kit and say no to the power of the destroyer coming with poverty. You will not live a lie, and you will not live in self-denial. You need money. You need wealth around you. You need gold around you. Don't give me no trash. Don't leave me with no garbage. Don't come to my land and take my gold, only to leave me with nothing in my hands, with the destroyer in my hands, in my land. Don't come to my land and you ask for the best, I will give you the best, only for you to leave what? Garbage, total nonsense in our land. Enough of that nonsense. So LTB Light 923 has been planted here forever and ever and to live. Take advantage of it. It is gold in your hands, just to make your people to be aware, your own children, your own sons to be aware that some people will pay them a homage, will pay them a visit. You welcome them as strangers. You allow them as strangers. But be very, very careful about their gifts. Be very, very careful about such guests. Okay? So that you can be able to continue to retain your honor, your pride, your identity, your heritage, your culture, your names, your language, your energy. A good name forever and ever will live. May we discover the way to return back to our own Father's chambers and to our own Father's lodge. Now and forevermore. Amen. Go right now and begin to ask for gold. Thank you.